There's lots of excitement about the Queensland border opening up to Sydney and Victoria this coming Tuesday. And South Australia is going to open up to Victoria on the same day, although they want people to apply for some sort of permit or something. Honestly, one country. So finally, anyway, belatedly, we are getting somewhere. In Western Australia, the incoming Australian Medical Association president has called out Premier Mark McGowan's hard line on borders.
So I think the time is certainly coming that the West Australian border will open to other states, and in particular to Victoria. And ironically, because of the lack of social distancing and the complacency in Western Australia that we're all guilty of, me included, WA is probably at more risk of COVID now than Victoria is.
Yeah, open up the border. Now, there are still at least 35,000 Aussies struggling to get home from overseas, of course, and Victoria won't reopen to international arrivals with quarantine as well, hotel quarantine, until Monday week. South Australia wants to wait till then to reopen as well. Talk about dragging the chain. So many people keen to get home, and South Australia and Victoria can't quite manage quarantine at hotels properly, can't quite manage those risks. You have to despair about this. And the South Australian Chief Health Officer, Nicola Spurrier, was handing out masks in the CBD of Adelaide today. It's hot there. They're outdoors. There's one little cluster of coronavirus 20 kilometres to the north of the CBD. That cluster didn't even make anyone sick. And the public health officer is out pushing masks. I would suggest that she and the Premier Stephen Marshall would be better off working out some sensible processes so they don't plunge their state into a panicked, accidental lockdown again. And while they're at it, they could hurry along with quarantine procedures too, so they can let international flights return and allow more Aussies to come home. This is typical of 2020 and the way the states have mishandled the pandemic. They love the picture opportunities, they love all the spin and the political posturing, but when it comes to sensible management and proportionate responses, they fail the competency test. Let's hope that when they get new outbreaks, because surely they will come, let's hope that Victoria, South Australia and Queensland can resist lockdowns and keep their borders open. But we have every reason to be nervous.